Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about something called editing and revising. When we look at a book and we read through it, everything is spelled right, there's capital letters and punctuation, and everything's organized nicely. Well, that's not because the author of that book got it all right on the first try. No, authors of books that we read send their writing out and have a special person edit and revise their work before we get to hold those copies in our hands. So I have a trick that will help us remember how to edit and revise. This is called C.O.P.S. Somebody call the cops. Just like our fall acrostic poem, our letters and C.O.P.S stand for the things we are going to look at. Capitalization, starting at our sentences, the words I and proper nouns. All of these should be capitalized. So when we reread our work, we're going to reread for capitalization. We are going to reread for organization. Does it all make sense? Is everything in the proper order? We are going to reread for punctuation. Did I remember all my periods, exclamation points, and or question marks? And I will carefully reread for spelling. Now this is really tricky at our age because we may not know how to spell everything. But what we could do is we could look it up online. We can go to dictionary.com, type in our word, and find the correct spelling. Did I spell the words the best that I could? Now, sorry about that. We are going to look very carefully and go back through our personal narrative to look for each of these things. But then the question is, how do I fix these? We will fix these using our editing marks. If we need to capitalize a letter, all you're going to do is write your 3 lines under it and write the capital letter above it. That shows that we edited rather than just erasing and fixing. Write your 3 lines and write the new capital letter above it. You can cross off that lowercase letter that needed to get changed to a capital letter by simply drawing a line through it. Once you've taken care of your capital letters, you can check you did C.O.P.S, you did the C. Now, inserting a period or question mark or an exclamation point, you will write your punctuation mark and then circle it. And that will show that you checked and fixed your punctuation. Check, I'm done with my P in C.O.P.S. Now, organization. Sometimes we need to insert a word. Remember how we did that with our transition words? We used our caret, the upside down V. So when we are pointing along and reading what we're writing, sometimes we realize, oops, I forgot a word. So rather than erasing that whole paper, oh my goodness, that would be a lot of work, we're going to insert our caret and just write that word up above. If we're reading along and we're like, ooh, that word shouldn't be there, or I'm going to put a better word there, draw a line through it to take it out. So let's go back. We just did our organization. There's our O. Check. Done. Now let's look at how to edit our spelling. To fix our spelling, we can circle our word and write the correct spelling above it. If you have backwards words, they're called reverse or backwards letters, like a B for a D, you're going to draw this squiggly, it almost looks like a mustache through that letter or word, and write it correctly above it. We're not going to worry about this bottom mark. For now, what I would like you to do is in your journal or on a scrap piece of paper, write the word C.O.P.S, just like I did. C.O.P.S. When you're ready, you will push pause and use these editing marks to go through your entire personal narrative and look at your capitalization, organization, punctuation, and spelling. Remember, friends, this was our first writing. There will be mistakes. Don't get frustrated. Take a deep breath. It's a very tricky thing to edit and revise your own work. But I should probably see in your writing all of these marks because guess what? There will be mistakes and things that we can fix to make our personal narratives better. Go through your writing, use your editing marks, and fix each of these items in your writing. When you're done, you can push play again. Welcome back, my friends. You just did the first editing of second grade. I am so proud of your hard work. I know that was tricky, and guess what? Our writing still may not be 100% perfect, but I am so proud of you for your hard work. So, editing and revising is simply going back and making these changes within our writing. You worked so hard on this today, and we are almost done with our writing process. The next thing I need you to do is simply reread this rubric. I want you to look at your writing and I want you to see if you have a hook to hook your readers and introduce your characters and setting and beginning events. Did you include all of the important events leading up to your problem or big event and use appropriate linking words to connect the events in your middle? And in the end, did you solve your problem and show how your character changed from the beginning to the end? If you did, you are done editing and revising for the day. Way to go, my friends. Keep up the great work.